Hello and welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. It's been a little while since I logged in. Obviously, I was away, and yeah, I kind of got surprised by being here. I kind of forgot we were in Mirkwood for a little bit, and it kind of caught me off guard. But yeah, we have got some more expedition quests to do, so we will need to do those. But before we do that, we have our Hobbit gift of the day. That is going to be a 5 Daleman's crowns, which I am not going to complain about. So we also have, yeah, these guys capture the Western Bridge and rescue the captured soldier. And I also noticed we have VIP XP that will just by 3k experience, or 3 and a bit k experience, sort us out for the next level. So hopefully we can work with that, and hopefully these quests, which are starting to get a bit more on level with us. Where are we? 61. Hopefully they start, you know, we can take advantage of this and get pretty close. I don't know if we'll level up today, probably not. However, we are going to get very, very close, and from now on, we're always going to have enough to level up to 67 in perfect time. So I am not going to worry about that guy, because he is not really part of the quest. I feel bad for it, but he isn't actually who we were looking for yet. We need to go up to this place, apparently. And speaking of experience and doing quests and a lot, I'm going to be trying a new episode length. There was one person who commented on that episode 300 video where I asked, hey, episode length, what do you want? And they suggested about 20 to 25 minutes. So I'm going to try 20 to 25 minutes today. We'll see how that goes, and yeah, hopefully it goes well, and then we can, you know, have a good time of it all. And I'll see how I sort of feel about doing it 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and if it goes all right, then we'll probably stick with it. Otherwise, I'll just experiment for a little while. Some episodes, though, I should have probably said this in episode 300, some episodes aren't guaranteed to necessarily be, you know, 25 minutes. If something is, you know, a perfect ending off point, I will probably, you know, use that to my advantage. But for the most part, I'll try and do that, which will hopefully increase the amount we do in an episode, and in turn increase the XP we get per episode, increase the leveling, and just generally our progression will be a lot faster. Now, this captured soldier, we're probably going to have to a completed head count. How useful. Is there an advanced version of head count? Doesn't look like there is, but we do get a plain heritage rune of that, so I'm probably going to go and use that on you. When did I get a minor essence of physical mitigation? The mitigation or mastery? Mastery. Let's use that on our sword. Didn't level it up, but better than nothing. And yeah, we're probably going to have to escort this guy. Yeah. But by the fact I just killed everybody here, we'll either be super lucky or it's going to just spawn enemies. It's going to spawn enemies. Okay. I can deal with that, especially now that I have another person helping me. Well, that'll be easy. Cool. You're gonna go back, and then you're gonna travel back down like you always do. How many LOTRO points do we get for that? Should say 5 LOTRO points for head count. It looks like. Yeah, we can even double check. Yeah, 5. Okay, that was easier than I actually expected. So let's go and complete the Western Bridge. So, Western and Eastern Bridge. So what it looks like today might end up being is me falling off a cliff day. No, what I'm going to say is today is a chance of probably, you know, as I said, maybe not 25 minutes if there's a perfect ending off point. And what I mean by that in this sort of case is we'll do these. Let's say there's no more expeditions after that. There's a chance I might then choose to... I was going the wrong way, so now I do have to. It's quite good. There's a chance that, you know, then I have to do the Hilltop assault and stuff. And that will complete that other quest. And if it really comes to it, we might end up just... That's also been destroyed, damn it. It might be a case of ending off there, because that's kind of a perfect end-off spot now that, you know, we're going to a new, different instanced version of this area, the Mirk-Eaves. So, yeah, I'm not sure how we'll deal with that. But at the same time, I don't want to do that, because I literally just went, hey, hey, we're going to do 20 to 25 minutes. Probably going to be 20 this episode. Probably won't go for the later 25 because I just realized it is slightly later than I had remembered. And at the 20-minute line is probably going to be where I have to go off and do another thing, which is always fun. You know, things happening while you're trying to do other things. It's always fun. I seriously need to work out why my cooldowns on this are so much slower. Right, though. We can hope... Right, you're done. Let's get to you before you cause any more issues. Nope, but we got 500 reputations. That's good. So let's just have a quick look around. Nobody around here requiring any assistance at all. That's a boat back to Lothlorien. So... I'm guessing we can't go sort of outside this area or to these places, the Dower Stacks and this place and Dol Guldur. We can't go to those places because that gate is closed. So we are going to have to do our final assault, which is, I guess, what we're going to do now. This solo quest cannot be completed with Fellowship, and this either will take a long time because it's like solo questing.
The Golden Host is preparing to bring the first act of their invasion on Mirkwood to a close, with an all-out assault upon the hill overlooking the landing.
Yeah, what I was going to say is, like, it's either going to be super quick and, like, not require us to do much, or it's going to be a lot of killing. And if I remember this correctly, and from the fact there's a lot of red dots there, probably going to be a lot of killing, and they just don't want you to be in a Fellowship to make it super easy. But these guys are 61, we're 66, nearly 67, so I think we'll be good. And I just realized we're getting 15k XP from those quests, and those aren't even, you know, main quests. So while again I don't think we'll level up today, I'm hoping, you know, that we'll get fairly close. Cool. Oh, is there another? Nope. Oh, we have a healer as well. That's actually super useful. Like my herbalist. Come on. And 2 more. There's apparently a guy back behind here. He is a hardened war troll. Oh, I'll defeat this guy first. You're scary, but not too scary. I'm gonna wait for these guys to actually, like... It really slightly frustrates me when they have to do this, like, retreat to... They, like, retreat to kind of get their bearings, almost. Like, get back on their tracking of... You know, they're going from A to B via a certain path. I think that's maybe what it is. Like, you know, obviously running up to this guy kind of gets them off that path via their AI. So I don't know if it's a case of they have to go back onto their, like, you know, their pathing before they work out where they are and stuff. Maybe that's it. I'm gonna choose to believe that until someone tells me otherwise, and then be like, fair enough. But at least it gives me a reason in my head, rather than me going, oh my god, this is so frustrating, I don't know why. At least I can be like, this is why, I think why. And that makes a bit of sense to me. And because of that, I can deal with it. But still be slightly frustrated. Oh. Some of these guys, because they have the same coloured names, it's very difficult sometimes to distinguish. Obviously, these guys are pretty easy to distinguish, but, like, those other dudes, they're really thin. They kind of just, you don't see them. Right, this looks like it isn't taking too long, so we might end up doing some other stuff as well. Just to carry on a little bit. Because we're at about 10 minutes, or 9 minutes. So yeah, again, like... Today is a very... It's a productive episode, but it's going to be a bit of testing as well, I think. Oh, maybe we do have more to go to. Well, we do, obviously, but I'm just saying, maybe this will actually last a decent amount still. Come on, though. Like, I don't think there's any way we can really die here, considering we have a healer. And you know, we have basically it's one-on-one for the most part. Like we got like four attackers plus me 5. Most of them are groups of 1. And oh no, this looks like the final guy. So yeah, we basically have 5 fighters, a healer, and then we're going against groups of 5-ish. So you know, I'm gonna do this and hope that I can do this decently. Yeah, having penetrating shot have such a low cooldown is really frustrating. What I think it might be is maybe there's an item I have which lowers the cooldown. Maybe it's not a trait and maybe it's just an item I own on the other hunter I have. That might be it. I will have to double check everything on that hunter. But we are getting to the point where we're using all our power up because we're power hungry. Not in the way you think, but we use our power super quickly. Definitely more than we use our health. I guess it's a good thing. You know, power is what we're using to stop our health being taken away. We're victorious, but there's still this one enemy here that I'm going to take care of. That I'm literally just hitting with my swords at this point because I have 0 power. I need to sort out traits, I think, for that. And also Essence Gear later on will also help out with that. But I think that's the first time we've really had a big, like in recent memory, that we've had a big power drop. Right. Complete this quest will end the assault upon the Mirk-Eaves. Any quests that you've not yet completed this area will be cancelled and will no longer be accessible afterwards. I'm pretty damn sure we have picked up every single quest, because they would have probably been kept in that area. If not, I guess that's something we have to deal with. But let's finish it now. Let's get out of here. And you've completed the invasion of Mirkwood Landing. You are now free to explore further into Mirkwood, which means that gate we sort of broke the gear on will hopefully, will definitely be open now. Right though, we go talk to
For
you,
good or ill,
invader of
we now
Mirkwood.
have no choice but to embark upon this journey.
And some rep and 20 Maladrim gold star emblems. Now what I want to do first is go to these guys. And we got 20, you got 10 LOTRO points.
Service to you?
And what I want to do, you are a legendary item.
What do you need?
But you also do this. So I need acquaintance with the Maladrim. So let's see. We are neutral. Acquaintance will be the next one. So 3,000 more. There are no rep items for these guys. So it's either a case of...
Will you lend me your ear?
These will give us rep. 300 rep. But us talking here, for example, will give us 500. So I think it might be a good idea for this moment just to carry on the main quest, which will give us hopefully the rep, and once we are done with that, we can deal with it. The problem is we are still super far behind with Karis Galadon's one. In fact, we'll probably even get Mirkwood's or Mirk-Eaves' guide before we even get Karis Galadon, which is slightly annoying, but we're probably going to have to just dedicate an episode or two just to doing some quests. Even like a super long episode, you know, not a deed episode necessarily, but like, you know, 310, for example. I'm not going to say that concretely, that's like 310. Just do like a however long video where it's just me completing quests in Mirkwood, not Mirkwood, Lothlorien until we get, let's say, Kindred. But let's finish that.
Made the landing, but
talk to
now the second
Braeglin
party must
at
cross.
Imlan Lalaith. That one. So yeah, that's chapter 1 of book 9 now. Volume 2, book 9, Fortress of the Nazgul, which is Dol Guldur, which is such a fun place. And we are now 51k XP off of leveling up, and we are going completely the wrong way. So where do we need to go? I actually don't know. Maybe I didn't read properly. Oh, it's in Lothlorien. Okay. That was not what I thought it was. Okay. I expected it to be like, alright, we're in Mirkwood now, just deal with the Mirkwood stuff. But no, it's been a little while, so I guess I forgot. So, Lothlorien will go back, and this seems to be then near the Great River? Yeah. So, oh, this is the same guy we talked to under here, is it not? I think. There we go, Braeglin. There we go.
The first crossing was a success then.
Yes.
Good.
I also realized recently, you know, probably, I don't know, I haven't really been keeping up with the anniversary quest too much. It's a very bad thing that I need to be sorting out. But it surely has to be one in Lothlorien somewhere, and now we're actually finally here. I'm hoping with these hopefully longer episodes, I might even bump them up to 30 if it feels necessary. We can hopefully, you know, before they're over, which I think is in July. Is it in July? I think it's July 14th, not June 14th. One of the two. If it's June 14th, I don't think it's going to happen. But July 14th, we're on year 7, I think now, and it's year 10, so 3 more weeks. Yeah, it's got to be July sometime, or at least end of June. Hopefully we can get, you know, at least a decent progression. And if they are 30 to an hour, let's say, if we have to bump them up that much, we can maybe get to 105 before that all finishes.
Are you ready to meet the party responsible
Right, though,
for bringing
let's
Marzog to Dol Guldur?
do this.
The golden host of Lothlorien has crossed the river Anduin, but now a second smaller party must follow in its wake. These are the elves of the Hidden Guard, chosen to bring the prisoner Marzog to the gates of Dol Guldur.
Right, I think this is a not killy type instance, so we should be perfectly fine. We just have to follow you and meet the Hidden Guard, which are the guys that are going to be taking Marzog with them to Gol... Is it Dol Guldur? Dol Guldur. There we go. Yeah, Marzog to the gates of Dol Guldur. The Hidden Guard are composed of 5 elves chosen for their skills in various disciplines. Okay. So one's good at, you know, a certain thing each. Are you 3? Yes, you are. Radir. Hello. Siglet. Sigaleth. Yeah, sure he knows me. Cool. If settled on the lady or gradual, see value in this. It's not a place for you to question. Fair play. Was slain by orcs that came from the mountain following the company that sought the refuge in the Golden Wood recently, and I desire an end to Marzog's life myself. It pains me to know we must turn him over to his allies, and I argued long against it already. Okay, so you just want to follow and make sure, I guess, he doesn't do stuff. Right, now we have to read the other 2. You should probably maybe look at what their, like, skills are. I know there was one that said, tell me about yourself, but I'm not sure if there's one that's like, what is your skills? I'm going the wrong way. Are they over here? Okay, I assume it's these 2. It's Serial and Kucheron. Kucheron? Is there... What do you think of this mission? Okay, so that's... Okay. So it's an honor. Fair play. You already know my great deeds, and you... Do I feel like... Do I know you? I'm not sure if she's already told you about my deeds. Maybe I do. Maybe it's just been a while. Radir has chosen a route for the forest that should bring us to Guldur in secret. That's fair play. Saying that too much now? Marzog remains a dangerous foe even in captivity. We'll meet the dwarves. Yep, cool. Watch out for him, basically. And then... Talking to you. And then talk to Radir. Oh, this is going to be a long one, I've just realized. I'm pretty sure I know what this instance is. Okay, we're going to be going for a while then. This episode might be longer than 20 minutes. And 25 minutes. Because I remember this instance. I'm pretty sure. And I'm on a horse. Thank you. I am of great worth. Thank you very much. I'm humbled. And bravery, apparently. And you do know me. Broin. As I was just going like, can you just stop with the introductions? Like, you're going to be dead soon. It's probably like what his cheekiness would be. Thinking that we'll all be dead. I'm not dying without a fight. Mind to understand, you know the past of the forest. I know the ways of Mirkwood, for I trod them long ago to the very foundations of Dol Guldur. Elves of my company, the Hidden Guard, will bring Marzog by these parts. And me! I am also part of the Hidden Guard. I'm like an add-on. You're not making a league that... close enough. I mean... Oh, quiet, prisoner. Be quiet. Be silent, Gilf. Gilf? Filth. Words. Yeah, I told you he'd say something. He's threatened, though, not of us. You think so, Cyril? No, not sure. Yeah, see? He's threatened to bring brought to Goldor. Because they hate him there, really. Are his allies not there? What would cause him to fear that place? Because he'd be weak. He'd be a prisoner. This makes me all the more eager to bring him in. Yep, me too. Surely he'd be like, he was there because he got defeated. Sort of thing. That would kind of like lower his rep. Alright. Oh, cool. Okay, so
For good or ill.
we'll finish that one, and then the next one is Rumors of Mazog. And what that actually does is...
Will depend, I think,
Oh,
upon
that's actually different.
secrecy.
Okay, so in the future, what we're going to be doing, I thought that was the instance where you actually are taking him to Goldor, which I thought was a bit quick. Which is why I said it was probably going to be longer than a 20-minute episode, or 25 minutes. But it looks like this is actually different. We just had to find a coffer with information about him. We'll go do that in next episode, obviously, because we're reaching 21.5 minutes, which is generally where I was going to keep it for the moment. I also realised we haven't picked up the Stairmaster yet, because we technically haven't been here before.
Megavonen.
Good talk to you. Cool. So yeah, what we can do is next episode we'll go and do that, and I think fairly soon we'll take him through the pathway, through the forest, to Dol Guldur, mixing up the G and the D in there, and yeah, that'll be a fun time, especially because he's apparently seemingly afraid of going there. So that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you enjoy the slightly longer episode lengths that is going to be coming from now on. And if you have any improvements or suggestions to this series, as usual, please post them in the comments below, and I will try to improve in any way suggested that does actually work. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.